We're back, guys. We just watched the last episode of Dark, so it's fresh. It's fresh. Linda was just a little teary-eyed seeing the finale.
A lot teary-eyed.
A lot teary-eyed of Dark, and now this is more of a season 3 review, right? And I'm gonna start because you're still getting it together.
Yeah,
right?
still getting it together. So you go ahead.
So my thoughts on season 3. First of all, I love the way they ended it.
Mm-hmm.
The last episode,
Definitely.
incredible. Like I said before, the way they wrapped it up, perfect, right? Season 3, I thought it was very complex. Going into it, the first couple of episodes, I'm like, wow, I didn't know it was gonna go in that direction. I mean, the way they ended season 2, they hinted at the fact that there was another world, a second world. The way it ended with Martha, different Martha, right? But I mean, it was so hard to keep up with everything the first couple of episodes because now you're relearning a whole new world that you knew nothing about. I mean, when you think about it, the first two seasons, they spent the first 2 seasons explaining this one world of Dark. I'm gonna call it World A. And then at the end of season 2, they tell us there's a World B. And then, boom, and then the first half of season 3, you're trying to catch up with what's going on in this second world. So, you had 2 seasons to learn about the first world, and now you have half a season to learn about, not even a full season, to learn about the second world, where Martha is like the Jonas. So it did really feel like sped up, and my mind was spinning. And like in the past, I was like, I gotta take notes on. Like, the notes were out the window. This thing was going so fast, and the pace just picked up so fast. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna write any notes here. I'm a little lost, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'll figure it out. As I go along. I'm gonna have to watch some kind of episode, a recap episode of what's going on here. It was like a plane flying in the fog. I don't know where I am. I am.
That's so dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt watching the show.
Really?
And,
really?
I mean, I kind of understood.
You didn't show that, though.
No. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I was getting what was going on, but the pace of the show was so fast-paced that my mind was like, holy smokes, this is a ride. This is like a roller coaster ride, right? But then towards the end of the season, it's like that plane gets out of the fog, and then all the pieces start coming together. Everything starts to fall into place. Everything is cyclical, and you start to see the cycle, like the beginning of the ending of the cycle, and everything just falls beautifully into place that I was like, man, this show is so amazingly written. And then by the last episode, it just all makes sense about what happened, and you're like, wow, this show is the bomb. This show is like, this is amazing. They explained that the 2 worlds were pretty much like a glitch in the Matrix, and that there was this third world they called the origin world that split up and that created these other 2 worlds. So pretty much everybody in the 2 worlds that existed because of time travel, mainly Jonas and Martha. There's other characters that exist only made possible because of time travel. All those people are glitches in the Matrix that are not supposed to exist.
Because they're all related to the knot, which is Jonas and Martha.
Yes.
Which
so
is
without
crazy.
without time travel, none of these people, so a lot of these characters don't exist. That's why at the end of the 8th episode, season 3, you see these characters on a table having dinner. Hannah is having dinner with the rest of them, and those characters are not a result of time travel.
Right.
In the origin world.
Right.
So that's why they're all there together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You done?
I'm done. Woo! Man, a lot to say here. A lot to say.
Well, my review is going to be short and simple. I was lost in the first maybe 5 episodes. You know, I kind of got frustrated. I kind of was like,
I thought you were going to throw something at the TV.
I was losing interest on it because it was just like, boom, boom,
she
boom,
was
boom,
losing
boom,
interest.
boom, 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 boom.
How dare you say that?
You want me to lie or you want me to be honest?
Keep it real,
okay.
Keep it 100.
Like, it was just a lot, you know, and I get it. It had to be so complex because it's just, that's how it is, the show, right? But I just have to say the ending, the last episode, it completely changed my view on this season, and I love the show, and I just think it's just so incredible, intelligent.
Yes.
You know, it's just, I don't think I have seen something so intelligent that it just immediately really, it's like blows your mind, and it makes you think, and it just makes you really love it.
Yeah.
So my review is that, you know, I wasn't loving it at the first, I wasn't even loving the last, you know, this episode. How many episodes were there?
Eight episodes.
So up to episode 6, I was just like not really loving it, and now I'm like in love with this, and I want to see it again.
Yeah.
And incredible, the acting, the writing, the director, just everything about the show is 100% good.
Yeah, the acting
excellent.
is very good.
Excellent. And the way they capture the end of this, and they just was simply explain, you know, and ended the way it ended. It was just wonderful. And thank you for doing that, because I was really going to be disappointed if the ending would not be good, because then I would feel like, what happened to the show, you know?
Right.
But I don't feel that way at all, so I'm so happy. And
that's awesome. That's an awesome review right there. And I gotta say, like you said, it's very intelligent. I think it's one of the most intelligent shows I've ever watched in my whole life. And what I give them credit for, and what they're allowed to do with this show, because it's on Netflix, and Netflix is not ratings driven.
Right.
Okay? So Netflix really doesn't put out the ratings the way other networks do. Okay?
Right.
So the producers and the creators, they have the liberty of creating a show the way they want without having the pressure of ratings. So when a show is ratings driven and it's scientific the way it is, sometimes they have to dumb it down so that the general public can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you would ever see a show like this complex on regular network TV, because executives would be like, no, it's too complicated. Let's go over the script. We got to dumb down the script so people are not lost or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't do that. They didn't compromise their vision with this show, and they made it as intelligent as it needed to be to tell the story that they wanted to tell. So I give them credit for not even trying to dumb it down, because it just made it that more juicier for us fans that love this challenge of trying to figure out what's going on in the show. And because of that, I think this show stands on its own in terms of time travel, in terms of sci-fi. One of the greatest that I could think of.
I don't know.
You know, I love Back to the Future. I always love the theme of time travel, the concept of time travel, because of the consequences. As a kid, I watched Back to the Future. We recently watched it again. It still stands as a great movie. I loved it. You know, what happens when you travel back in time, change the past, the consequences. This show takes those consequences to another level that I don't think people would have thought. If time travel is possible, there are greater consequences than we could imagine.
Yep. It's incredible. I mean, we keep talking, we're gonna be here forever.
I could be here all day. I could be here all day, guys. I could be here all day.
I have so much to say,
Talking dark here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many layers, there's so many levels that I find interesting. The main one that I find interesting is how somebody could go back in time, right? Or somebody can exist because of time travel, and how that would affect everything.
And the relationship between everything, you know,
right.
Every character, just like, it's just crazy. It just blows your mind, you know, and it really does. And I mean, I experience deja vu all the time.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Oh yeah, I experienced deja vu.
You
It
know,
makes you wonder.
and you always
Is
think
there another
about that,
reality?
you know, and everybody says, oh, because you probably dreamed that.
Yeah.
But it's incredible how that specific moment that you feel that you already saw it,
You already lived it.
and you already lived it.
Yeah.
You know, it's so precise and so exact.
Yep.
That you're like, is that really a dream?
Let me
like,
ask you
know
something.
what I mean?
Did you feel like as a kid you had more deja vu as an adult?
Yes.
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 As a kid, I had a lot more deja vu
Yes.
than as an adult.
Yeah.
As a kid, I would have dreams of something happening,
Yeah.
like just a little moment.
Yeah.
I remember I dreamt when I was a kid that I saw a coin on the ground, right? And like a day later, I saw that same coin I saw in my dream. I saw it on the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So is that a glitch in the matrix? Does that mean like in dark that there's other worlds out there, other versions of us out there? You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting.
It is.
And I remember back in physics, I used to like physics. I studied 4-dimensional objects because, you know, we live in a 3-dimensional world. And then 4-dimensional objects, like a 4-dimensional cube, if you try to really comprehend, it's like your mind can't comprehend. It's called a parallax.
Right.
It's like your mind can't really comprehend it because we live in a 3-dimensional world. So the idea of a 4th dimension or even the 5th dimension is like mind blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Excited.
So, and that's kind of like how this show was. It's like, wow, you know, mind blowing.
Oh my God, he's like I said, we need to do another episode about this whole, you know, 3-dimensional, quattro, you know,
Yeah,
6 dimensions. I don't
6
know.
dimensions.
Like, let's just talk about it.
Very interesting stuff, guys.
We'll be here
very
forever.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. As a matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. You know, there's
my God.
there's some UFOologists out there that think that the UFOs they see are people from the future.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm taking it too far.
Yeah, you're
I'm
taking it too far.
I'm taking it too far.
Like
People can't handle all this.
I can't.
All right, guys. That's it.
I don't have the energy that you have right now.
I've been watching too much sci-fi.
You know, I
Okay?
kind of work a full-time job today, you know, a full day.
Yeah.
So I don't have that energy.
Okay.
And you're really draining me right now. Like, draining me. Like, I can't keep up with you. So, cut.
This show had me hyped. Anyway, guys, this review went on long enough. Thank you for watching. Leave us a comment. Did you like the last season of Dark? What did you think? Okay. I do feel one last comment. I do feel I do feel they could have spent more time on World B. You know, the second world where Martha's like the Jonas. I felt like that could have been a whole season.
They could have put that as a 2 other season.
I think this last season could have been split into 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
World B and then focus on World C. I'm all confused. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that like. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Tick-tock.
Tick-tock.